If you love Jamaica the way I love Jamaica, you want the children, which is mostly dark-skinned, coarse-hair Jamaicans, to believe in themselves and know that they too can be in leadership. Just like gone on YouTube, figure bring some new food. Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. It feels like it's been a minute since I've actually came on my channel and addressed anything concerning Jamaica. But I've always had an ear out. I'm listening, I'm watching what's going on through social media and other venues. But not everything that comes out of Jamaica or make a big deal in Jamaica I find interesting or believe that I should come on my channel and make a comment. The last thing I heard that tempted me to make a comment was Juliet Olness, Member of Parliament and the wife of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, made a comment that I thought was ignorant. But it is the norm that Jamaican politicians, PNP or JLP, it is the norm for them to utter foolishness or utter ignorance from their mouths. So she made a comment that most of the derelict areas in Jamaica are of PNP neighborhoods. I thought that was foolishness because Juliet Olness seemed like she missed the memo that when they become government in Jamaica, they are not only government for the Jamaica Labour Party, they're the government for the entire Jamaica, which include PNP supporters as well. So that was an issue that tempted me to come and talk about, but I thought, leave that alone, you know. But the one that brought me here today is the one that is of recent time, where Warmington, a member of Parliament, made a biased statement against the opposition leader, Mark Golden. The reason why I decided to take on this one is the simple fact that if you've been following my channel for a minute, you must have seen the video where I have made biased and discriminatory statement against Mark Golden. And for that fact, it's only right that I come and say how I feel about Warmington's statement and re-emphasize on what I meant in my video when I discriminated against Mark Golden. Okay, so first of all, let me start by saying Mark Golden is my peers. What I mean by that is Mark Golden, Andrew Olness, and most of the cabinet are of my age, you know, so we know the same Jamaica at the same time. And Mark Golden, if listening to this, must agree on one fact that was factual when I was a child, and it's still factual today. Jamaica has always been plagued with colorism. I'll say that again. Jamaica has always been plagued with colorism. I see TVJ trying to run with the word racism regarding Warmington's statement, but racism doesn't apply in Jamaica because out of many, we are one people. And all Jamaicans, black Jamaicans, white Jamaicans, mixed Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans, Jewish Jamaicans, all Jamaicans own that, embrace it with pride, including myself. So what I mean by that is every Jamaican, despite the shade of your complexion, despite the texture of your hair, the color of your eyes, I consider you a Jamaican as long as you fulfill the requirements that makes you a Jamaican. So racism plays no part in Jamaican society. It never have since Jamaican independence, and I doubt if it ever will. But colorism has always played a part in Jamaica. And I'm going to start from my personal knowledge of the Jamaica culture to what Everett Warmington said, how I feel about it, and how I believe Mark Golden should take it. So when I was a child who was born in the 1970s, it was Edward Seaga and Michael Manley, two white-looking Jamaicans that was running the country. It was one or the other. And as much as I was a child and I didn't understand politics, what I understood is that fairer-skinned Jamaicans were conceived as better than darker-skinned Jamaicans. That politics that was playing out in the adult world also played out in the schoolyard. I attended Central Branch All-Age School in Jamaica. That's on Slipen Road, 27 Slipen Road, 27B Slipen Road. And as a child, that same colorism politics played a part in school. Teachers tend to favor children who were fairer in complexion, who had a little bit of curly hair, or anything that looked different. And those children who were oftentimes not so much from the hood, not so much from the ghetto, took on that whole personality of being better. What that does to young children's minds is it tells us that we are lesser human beings than fairer-skinned people. So all you who believe that all this bleaching come from Michael Jackson and the American celebrity lineup, that started in Jamaica by Jamaicans, because we have always regarded lighter-skinned Jamaicans to be better. And it used to be lighter-skinned Jamaicans that used to be air hostess or that would work in a bank or all the better jobs. So the fairer the Jamaican to, the closer the Jamaican to white was regarded a better pick. And that stigma stays in Jamaica, still there until today. So if Mark Golden is being fair, he has to understand that when him and I were children, it was in his head that he was better than me, because I didn't look like him. My hair texture, I mean, I used to have hair in my head then, but my hair texture and his was different. And for that simple fact, even though we're equally Jamaican, he was brought up to believe that he was better than me. And that is just, it's an ugly fact, but it is a fact. I've said on this channel before that I never liked Michael Manley and I never liked Edward Seaga. As a child, when they were reigning politicians, I was a child. But it's not that I knew them personally or I had any say to do in politics. It's just that as a very young child, I realized what they represented outside of their political, whatever they try for in politics. They represented superior human beings in my eyes. And like I say, as much as I didn't understood politics back then, I didn't feel comfortable being lesser than any other human being. Now, Warmington made a statement that aligns slightly with my video that I made about Mark Golden. My video that I made about Mark Golden was pretty much saying, if Mark Golden is facing the history of Jamaica and what we've been through with this old colorism and for decades being led by white-looking Jamaicans, if he loves Jamaica the way that I love Jamaica, I'm not saying stay out of politics. I'm just saying take a different position and not leadership of the Jamaican Labour Party. Because by you taking leadership of the, I said the Jamaican Labour Party, I meant the People's National Party. If Mark Golden loved Jamaica the way I love Jamaica, he would take any other position except for being the leader of the People's National Party. Because as long as you are of the People's National Party and you're leading it, there is a high percentage that you could be the next Jamaica Prime Minister. And you don't really want that as a white Jamaican or a white looking Jamaican. Why? Like I say, if you love Jamaica the way I love Jamaica, you want the children, which is mostly dark-skinned, coarse-hair Jamaicans, to believe in themselves and know that they too can be in leadership. They don't have to look like you to be in leadership. So you would be doing a very selfless thing for Jamaica out of love, based on the history of Jamaica, which is coming from the leadership of Norman Manley, Michael Manley, Buster Manty, Edward Seaga, and all those people that don't look like the majority of Jamaicans. So that's what I was saying. Out of love, I have no problem with white Jamaicans or any other non-black Jamaicans being in politics. I have no problem with them being in leadership or even being the prime minister. But what I'm saying is not right now. Give it some time. Give the next few generations an opportunity to feel counted and feel some level of importance and or feel like they can be something. Because that colorism, I title it a plague, because it has damaged a lot of Jamaicans' mindset. It is the main reason why Jamaicans bleach. Currently, you have a lot of Jamaicans in power, in politics. I'm talking about Darrell Voss, Horace Chang, Carl Samuda, who else? Amory Voss, kind of like on the fence for me. I'm not sure if you are black, mixed, or what. But Amory Voss, for me, she looks black. But we shouldn't be going through the technicality of trying to fine comb what is she really. We should just accept the fact that she's Jamaican. But like Kamina Harris, she's light-skinned. And no problem with them, from my viewpoint, being in politics. But what I'm saying is the people who are defined as white Jamaicans, such as people like Delroy Chuck, what I'm saying is nothing against them personally. I don't hold any, do I hold any grief? Yes, I do hold some grief against colorism. I hate colorism. What I'm saying is I'm not racist. I love the fact that what makes Jamaicans Jamaicans is a colorful bunch of us. Is a mixture of us. It's a dominant claim to be one nationality with such a variety of looking people. It's something that we should take pride in. But we have a ugly history behind it. And for that reason, keeping this kind of strategy in-house, we just want the people that look like Mark Golden to take a back seat. Not necessarily a back seat, but you know what I'm saying. What Everett Warmington says. Again, I will say, I listen to the news and I see TVJ trying to run with it, trying to make something bigger out of it than it actually is. It's no racism. Racism doesn't have a place in Jamaica, which is a majority black country. However, what I think Everett Warmington said, I believe it was out of line, it was ignorant, and I do believe he should be sanctioned. I do not believe that he should lose his position as a Jamaican Labour Party member of Parliament. But the part where he says Mark Golden should go back to England, Scotland, or Ireland, that was disrespectful. That was out of line. Because you should be intelligent enough to know that if Mark Golden was born in the University Hospital up in Mona, he is a Jamaican by all legal statutes. And Warmington should be intelligent enough to know that if Mark Golden is qualified to be a member of the Jamaican Parliament, he is equally qualified to be Prime Minister. So I believe what Warmington said was tasteless, ignorant, coming from a Jamaican politician who could also potentially lead Jamaica one day. But like I said, Olney's wife, Juliet Olney, made a similar ignorant statement not so long ago. That shows separatism in Jamaica. That shows that the future of Jamaican politics will continue to turn on the same ignorant wheel. That means when PNP win, PNP only takes care of PNP supporters. When JLP win, JLP only takes care of JLP supporters. So at no point Jamaica will ever be unified. There at no point Jamaicans will ever trade their voting position because of love. There has to be some other bribery involved. So I'm going to say to Juliet Olney, his statement was ignorant. And for someone who is in politics, moreover the Prime Minister's wife, you should understand the legal statutes of politics way better. One more thing I must say about the Warmington situation. As I was watching our TVJ broadcast it and how they were comparing it to other first world countries, politicians, and what they did when a politician said so-and-so should go back to Africa. I hate watching those things. It's like Jamaica doesn't have a mind of its own. It's like you can create your own political module, or you can create anything government as a module without copying another country. What's wrong with you people? Jamaica need to act like a grown-up. It's been in existence as an independent country for a long time. We don't need to take a page out of everybody's book. We could also lead. So stop looking at what other people is doing or how other people is running their country to run our country. Does Warmington deserve a sanction? 100% yes. I believe he deserves a sanction. Whatever that sanction is going to be. Does he deserve to lose his position? No, he doesn't deserve to lose his position. Again, Avril Warmington, that was out of line. Mark Golden, as much as I don't support the idea of him being potentially the next Jamaican Prime Minister, Mark Golden is 100% Jamaicans, and people that look like Mark Golden should be respected, accepted, and regarded without a doubt as Jamaicans. So I'm talking about, again, Horace Chang, Delroy Chuck, Darrell Vaz, Norman Mandley, Michael Mandley, and everybody else that I had mentioned. I tried to do a little research, but it felt not so right looking at people who are in politics that is not 100% Negro, because I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to feel as if, well, a part of me don't regard them as Jamaicans, because I regard them wholeheartedly as Jamaicans, and will always do so. Anyway, people, like I said, because it's been a minute since I've been on my channel, I have to big up some of my loyal subscribers.
Big up yourself to the maximum.
First and foremost, I have to big up Blessed One. Now, Blessed One, the reason why I'm bigging you up is the reason why I always big you up. But the simple fact that you are striding to be categorized as one of my most loyal subscribers. And when I say you're my most loyal subscribers, because it doesn't matter what I post, whether it's in my community section or on this section as a video or on my other channel with my wife, you always commented, and I truly appreciate your loyalty and commitment to the both channels. Secondly, I want to big up Evelyn D, who the same regards apply to. Evelyn has always been there. Evelyn's been around before, blessed one, but I understand that she travels every so often and she doesn't always have internet connection, but as soon as she gets to her vacation locations or wherever she go, she always tune into the channel and regard me. So big up yourself, Evelyn. My third most loyal subscribers, Marva Roberts, big up yourself. Then I want to big up Esther, strategic advisor, big up yourself, Esther. Then I want to big up Living on Purpose. And of course, I couldn't do this big up section without bigging up In Jamaica. In Jamaica, big up yourself. It's a channel that features my channel on their channel, and it's something that I'm truly grateful for. So thank you so much, and big up yourself, In Jamaica. Last but not least, I want to big up Dan Royd's Barbados travel vlog. Big up yourself. Big up yourself to the maximum. And that's pretty much it, people. As you know, on my channel, I appreciate thumbs up and thumbs down, agreement and disagreement, because at the end of the day, people, each one teach one. You've reached the end of my video, and that in itself is a support that I truly appreciate. Other ways that you can support this channel is by giving this video a thumbs up. But the most important way to support my channel is to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future uploads. The third way to support this channel is to go to my Teespring account and purchase in any of my merch. And the fourth way that you can support this channel is joining me on Patreon to give me a contribution to help me to do what I do here on YouTube. Once again, I want to thank all of you guys for checking out my video and ask that you continue to join me, ENT Sabas, here on YouTube to see where my journey takes me. Until next time, peace.